Welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring a major development in military strategy, emerging from the Persian Gulf, Iran's experiments and deployments of ballistic missiles in conjunction with its naval forces. This is part of a broader shift in how Tehran projects power at sea and challenges traditional naval dominance by Western fleets. We'll break down what's happening, why it matters, and its implications for regional security. Let's dive in. What it means: ballistic missiles at sea. When we talk about ballistic missiles, we usually think of land-based launchers that fire weapons on high, arching trajectories toward distant ground targets. But recent developments indicate that Iran is experimenting with ballistic weaponry in maritime contexts, either launching them from mobile platforms at sea or directly incorporating sea operations into missile drills. These efforts show a fusion of missile and naval capabilities that could change strategic calculations in a crisis. In December 2025, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC Navy, held large naval drills in the Sea of Oman and near the Strait of Hormuz, where they fired a mix of missiles including both cruise and ballistic missiles at designated maritime targets as part of coordinated operations. These exercises involved missiles like the Qadr series and the ballistic Type 303, fired towards sea targets from Iran's mainland and near key waterways. This kind of joint firing showcases Tehran's intention to integrate missile systems with naval maneuvers and could be used as signaling to both regional rivals and global powers operating in the area. There have also been disclosures that Tehran has gone beyond coastal firing. In recent months, Iran's IRGC is reported to have fired ballistic missiles from launchers disguised as shipping containers on board a vessel at sea, a move that vastly expands the potential mobility and unpredictability of its missile forces. These containerized launch platforms aboard naval ships or bases make tracking and preemptive detection more difficult for potential adversaries. This doesn't mean giant warships bristling with ICBMs, but it does represent a creative hybrid tactic where naval assets deliver missile capability in surprising ways. To understand why Iran is experimenting in this direction, we need to look at the broader strategic context. Iran historically has worked within an asymmetric warfare doctrine, using what it has: missiles, small fast boats, drones, and coastal batteries to create deterrence. Missile systems that can threaten surface targets at sea form a key part of its anti-access/area denial strategy, which is designed to complicate the ability of larger naval powers, including the US Navy, to operate freely in the Persian Gulf and northern Indian Ocean. By linking ballistic systems with naval operations, Tehran increases the threat envelope and forces adversaries to adjust their deployment and defense posture. Iran's growing maritime missile capabilities come at a time when foreign navies, particularly the United States and its allies, maintain a robust presence in the region. The U.S. continues to deploy carrier strike groups and destroyers through the Persian Gulf and nearby seas to project power and assure regional partners. If Iran successfully demonstrates that its ballistic missiles, whether coastal-based, containerized, or seaborne, can threaten high-value naval targets, it could force changes in how these fleets operate, increasing defensive measures against both cruise and ballistic threats. Iran's neighbors, like Saudi Arabia and the UAE, and global merchant shipping operators are also watching closely. The Strait of Hormuz alone is one of the world's most crucial choke points for energy exports. Demonstrations of weapons that can reach into this vital waterway influence not just military strategy, but also economic and diplomatic calculations. Tehran's drills further complicate an already tense strategic environment where every move, ballistic missile tests, military buildups, and naval exercises carries symbolic as well as operational weight. For outside observers, the evolution of Iranian military doctrine underscores the growing importance of multi-domain warfare, where missiles and naval assets no longer operate in isolation, but as part of an interconnected combat picture. In summary, Iran's experiments with ballistic missiles at sea are not just drills, they represent a strategic signal. By melding missile technology with naval force structures, Tehran aims to bolster its regional influence and challenge conventional naval superiority. These developments add another layer of complexity to an already volatile maritime security environment.